I remember about 8 years old seeing a West Indian test side take my county team Essex to the cleaners for about 700 or 800 or 900 runs, and the bowlers that we feared most then were all spinners. Now it's changed.
Oh, bowled him. Ken Rutherford clean bowled by Malcom Marshall, and New Zealand loses its second wicket.
Well, Malcom Marshall strikes again for the West Indies. Ken Rutherford, the victim, clean bowled, ripped the stumps out of the ground. It was a foolish delivery, right arm over, pushed forward, went between bat and pad, and that off stump ripped out of the ground. So New Zealand, the second wicket gone. Just seemed to lose this one a little bit. The bat didn't come through straight, and there was a gap there. Trying to force it in front of the wicket, see if we can get a good shot from side on. That back foot moving back a little, then coming forward, but it slipped through. Plenty of pace, and that brings Martin Crowe, the hero in Wellington, with that brilliant century down there, coming out on Eden Park. New Zealand 38 for 2.
Well, for what it's worth, New Zealand aren't quite in the same position as the West Indies were on the first day at 14 for 2. But, of course, the wicket has settled down a lot, and at 38 for 2, a big partnership is now required between the brothers Crowe, Jeff, who's on 1, and Martin, who's just arrived.
It's not a great time to come in with only a few minutes to lunch. New Zealand would have been very anxious to get those two through to lunch, but it's not to be. Rutherford's out, and there's one of the signs supporting Martin Crowe, the local hero, and of course New Zealand hero in the batting department at the moment. He'll be facing the bowling of Malcom Marshall. Very attacking field. 2 men in close forward of the wicket. One on the offside, one on the on.
Malcom Marshall then has both wickets for the West Indies. And without his old sparring partners, Joel Garner and Michael Holding, he really has done an extremely good job.
Positive defensive shot from Martin Crowe, had it well covered, got well forward. That's an indication that he sees the ball so early. Sign of a great batsman, of course. Does pick the ball up early, which is essential, particularly when you're playing against players of the pace of Malcom Marshall.
Another good-looking defensive stroke from Martin Crowe. The end of the over from Malcom Marshall. And it looks like there will be time for another over before lunch.